So let's just read the first stanza. I'm just taking small portions so that it is easier for you to understand. Let me just read down the first stanza. It says, the air was solemn, boasting of an aura of foreboding, in an inexplicable threat that shadowed their trail. Ominous sounds, unnatural and odd, as the trees parted, groaned, and keeled, falling to the ground with a resounding thud, shaking all creatures in its vicinity. So, I don't know how it started, but what were the reasons for this young poetess to write a poem on such a serious subject. Deforestation is a very serious subject topic, and something which is really threatening our ecosystem also. So the poetess is trying to say is that what is the experience of these wild animals who are living in the jungle, and when they come to know that something is fishy, something wrong is going on. You know, animals have a very sharp instinct. They can understand if something bad is about to happen. So the air was solemn when the poem starts. The poetess says that the atmosphere was very sad, very gloomy, very unhappy. I've just written down. You can always refer to your dictionaries when you're going through my videos. When the poem starts, it says that the atmosphere is very sad. You know, even we as humans, we come to know when something wrong is happening. Um, so something wrong is happening in the jungle, something which doesn't approve of how nature should be kept, boasting of an aura of foreboding, and the entire atmosphere is telling that something is going to happen that they have never ever experienced, something that they can never explain. Understand, we are talking about deforestation, the first thing that I explained when I started the poem. And of course, this is something, as I compared that to a situation where one day you'll be forced to leave your homes. How would you react? Would you be happy? Would you be in a hostile situation? Would you be confused as in what to do? Where is the next meal going to come from? Where are we going to sleep? Where is my bedroom? Where is my washroom? So many things. Imagine, animals do not have so many things to take care to worry about like us humans. But one of the most important things is their habitat. They live on that jungle. They eat, they survive, they catch their prey, they eat, these animals eat fruits from the trees, and they reproduce and they live in those jungles. So for them, one fine day, if there's nothing, what is going to happen? So, so this is what the poetess is trying to say, that the air was very unhappy. And as I said, animals can sense things. Something is going on. Maybe the sound of something, someone coming, maybe these unnatural sounds that they have never experienced in the jungle, boasting of an aura of foreboding, something that you cannot explain. You know, how would you react if suddenly something different happens? How would you react if you see something really different happening in your garden, in your bedroom, something that you have never experienced? The same situation is compared to those animals who are sensing that something is going on in the jungle, something is really going on in the forest, and they can see a lot of humans coming, which is one of the um, biggest instances of fear. Because as jungles are not for humans, in the same way, an inexplicable threat that shadowed their trail. Now, in this situation, if you go back to page number 36, you have all the word meanings, except some that you don't have in your inexplicable means something that cannot be explained, something that you don't know what is happening. And as I said, threat that shadowed their trail. Trail means the group, the species. So something is overpowering and something is coming towards them, something which is sensing that something really bad is going to happen. Something very terrible is going to happen. Foreboding, I'm sorry, I think I gave you the wrong explanation. Foreboding means something really unnatural and bad is going to happen. So, this is what the explanation says, that the animals, when they can sense that something bad is happening going to happen in the jungle, how do they sense? Because they can see, maybe perhaps they can see things, they can see the automobiles, the cars, or vehicles. They can see the animals, they can sense the sounds, the noise, everything, the disturbance in the jungle, something that doesn't happen every day. And basically, what you're doing, we as humans, is that we are barging into someone's private space. How would you feel if someone is trespassing your house? How would you feel if a stranger just comes in your house and starts living in your house? Would you allow that? No. The same thing is happening with animals. Unfortunately, animals do not have a choice. They do not have a say. So they are confused, they are sad, they are unhappy, and they are confused in their trail. Trail means the species. Let's say, for example, if there's a group, a herd of elephants, animals usually live in groups. They have families like humans, like you and I. So, what is going to happen? The fear is overpowering the trail, the group. There's a group of tigers, there's a group of monkeys, langurs on the trees, and you have snakes, you have birds on the trees. You're killing and destroying everyone's habitat. How? With the deforestation, with the cutting down of trees. Maybe these forests are cut down for some personal reason. Maybe someone purchased that forest. Maybe you're cutting down to grow, convert it into an agricultural land. But the whole source story is, the moral of the story is that you are making these animals homeless. I hope you understood the first two lines.